If you've ever played Hexagon Force, you know the pain of dying at 40%, 62%, or some other part you just can't figure out. But this video is gonna fix that. I'll show you the tips no one has told you, the stuff I learned from actually completing this and many other levels myself. And trust me, Hexagon Force is actually way easier once you know what to look for. Here's exactly how to beat it. The level starts with a simple cube section. There aren't many difficult moments here, but I'll explain the ones that matter. At 3%, you see this orb pattern. You don't need to think too much about it, just click 3 times to hit all the orbs. Then at 4%, make sure you don't jump from this platform immediately to not crash into spikes. Wait a little and jump on the edge of the block. Then hold for a bit after hitting this blue orb, so your cube jumps immediately from the next block. At 8%, you see these 2 orbs. You need to hit both of them, so click 2 times and hold on the second click so you can jump from this block right after you land on it. Then right after that, there's an invisible spike on top of this structure. So if you're still holding after activating the yellow orb, now is the moment to release. And at the end of the cube section, don't jump immediately after landing on this platform, or you might not make it to the yellow orb. Congrats, now you got to the ship section, which also isn't too difficult. This is the introduction to slopes, and while you can't die by crashing into them, I don't recommend touching them until you reach the yellow gravity portal. So just descend slightly, then straighten out, and fly up a little. When you enter the yellow gravity portal, you have to make a couple clicks to straighten your ship out, and then you can land on the slope to slide through the next part without doing anything. When your ship is right at this green decoration, click and hold for a bit to not crash into the spikes. Avoid clicking earlier than this, as you may crash into the spikes below you or above you if you're still flipping your phone upside down when playing this type of parts. After the ship, there's a very simple ball section. If you're already at Hexagon Force, you're probably familiar with how the ball works. The only thing to note here is that at 21%, if you want to collect the first secret coin, which you should because it's kind of free, you need to click before the jump pad. Then after that ball, there's a pretty easy cube section. The only thing worth mentioning is that at 30%, you don't have to jump from the first platform. You can just slide up. Only jump from the second one, and jump from the very edge of it. Otherwise, you might not make it. After this, the duels begin. At first, they're quite simple. You just have to jump 3 times. After that, at 36%, you have to make sure to hold a little when you jump off this platform, so the bottom cube jumps too. Same thing when you hit the yellow orb. Just hold a little and release when the bottom cube jumps. If this part still confuses you because it's a duel, focus only on the top cube, and remember to hold a bit longer than usual when you click. Make sure to release before cubes land on these slopes, as jumping from there will most likely make you crash. Then just click 2 times at the orbs. Next comes what a lot of people consider to be the hardest part of the level, but it's actually way easier than it looks like, and you can make it with only 4 clicks. First, just jump off these platforms. Then, make a very short click to just hit the orb, but not jump off the next platform with the top cube. While the bottom cube is still in the air, click when the top cube is closer to the edge of this platform. After that, just click the orb. Here's the completion of this part with clicks, so you can get a better understanding of how it's done. After the cube section, there's another duel section, but this time it's a ship. It's pretty simple. You just hold when you slide up this slope and release when both ships hit the ceiling or the ground. Anyway, then you just straight fly around this obstacle, and on 46% you can just hold on to this structure. You can also fly on top of it, but for some reason I'm not used to completing it this way. Then make a few clicks to get into the cube portal. If this part is still difficult for you, try focusing on just one ship instead of trying to keep up with both of them. This duel is symmetrical, so you can easily get away with that. Also, keep in mind that dual ships physics are a bit different compared to a normal ship. It feels heavier, so you might need to hold for a bit longer than usual when clicking. And that's the end of the first duels. Before the actual hardest part of the level, you get a little break. The cube part here mostly consists of orbs. Click on all of them except these 2 at 53%. After the cube, there's a very simple UFO section, and I doubt you'd have any problems completing it. Then, after the break, comes the actual hardest part of the level. I even had to come up with a special strategy for it. First, click to get both of your balls to the next platform. Then, focus only on the bottom ball. As soon as it stops touching this slope, make 2 quick clicks while it is still in the air, like this. Then do the same thing, but this time watch the top ball instead. If you find it hard clicking this fast, you can actually click only once at 63%. The first time I completed Hexagon Force, I actually did it this way, so don't be ashamed of skipping just 1 click. Then just hit these 2 orbs. After that, there's an easy dual ship section, where you have to fly up a bit, and then just straight fly through the middle. And after that duel, a normal ship section, just as easy if not even easier than the duel. Slopes on here don't kill you, but still, I'd suggest avoiding them until 70 74%, where you can literally just slide on top of this one right to the cube portal without doing anything. If you touch the other ones, it's very easy to lose control of your ship and crash. This part also contains a very easy secret coin at 71%. You just have to fly down a bit and then hold on to the ceiling of this structure to collect it. Next comes another cube section with just a few tricky parts. At 78%, don't jump off the platform. You'll reach the yellow orb without it, but at 82%, you have to jump. Next, there's a pretty awkward timing on this blue orb. Of course, you can just practice and get good at it, or you can just jump right after landing on this platform, avoiding the blue jump pad and the first blue orb. After that, click on all the orbs except this one. Then, at 88% after you slide up this slope, there's another awkward timing on an orb. There's actually two ways to avoid it. You can either jump on this slope or just hold right after your cube lifts up from there. I personally prefer the second one, but some of you might find jumping here easier. And now, you made it to the final ship section. Again, if the dual ship is difficult for you, focus only on one of the ships. Then comes a normal ship, which is in my opinion easier than the dual mini ship that came before it. The gaps here are wide and forgiving. Don't forget about the last secret coin at 97%, and that's it. Now you can beat Hexagon Force. Now here's the full run with clicks. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you beat Hexagon Force, consider giving it a like. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe for more geometry dash guides. And if you've got a level in mind you want me to cover in the next video, drop it in the comments.